All right. So I'll give everybody 10 or 15 seconds to get on here. As we start to see people pop on, we'll get going.
Okay.
So. All right.
Interesting. You can't see my.
All right.
The screenshot.
So anybody that gets on, you guys feel free to comment. And if you have any questions, we'll try to get them at the end. We're going to keep this short. We really just want to get the information out about the Lee County CARES Act, but we'll try to get some questions at the end. So this video will also be available for replay, throughout the rest of the week. So if you can't catch it live, hopefully you'll be able to see it later on. So Mr. Mayor, thank you for taking the time to come on the video with us and talk a little bit about the Lee County CARES Act. I know that I saw it and I was pretty excited that Sanford put something like this together. Can you tell me just a little bit, what is the Lee County CARES Act?
Yeah, thanks, Walter. I'm happy to be on your show today. And it is a really great thing. This is something that Lee County government's doing, and the city of Sanford is a beneficiary of the federal CARES Act. The Lee County CARES Act is kind of an offshoot of the federal CARES Act, which is really financial assistance, in this case, to small businesses in Lee County to aid them in maintaining their business throughout the COVID pandemic. So I think it's a really important thing that we let people know about. The city and the county have received about $1.2 million in federal aid through the federal CARES Act, but it is earmarked for COVID-related kind of expenses where our budgets are kind of depleted right now during the pandemic.
Okay. All right. And so are there any particular businesses or what type of small businesses are eligible?
So any small business in Sanford or Lee County with 2 to 20 employees is eligible. It doesn't matter what the type of business is necessarily, but it is limited to 20 employees. So that's there's a whole host of businesses in this town and this county that are small and have less than 20 people.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you may have already said this, but how many spots do they have available for the grant?
Yeah, so this is a really big deal, and I want people to know there's 40 grant application spots. And as of today, we've only had about 20 people make application for, or 20 businesses make application for. So there's free money for 20 more companies, small businesses to apply. And we want this money to go out. So I'm really grateful that you put me on your Sanford Surround site today so that folks can learn through a different way. Maybe they're not picking it up. That this is out there and it's available to them. We want them to have it. Small business is the backbone of our community, all communities, and they're probably taking the biggest hit of anyone in the country right now during this pandemic. So this is designed to kind of tide them over. There's no real strings attached as long as the application grant money is used for COVID directly related expenses, rent, wages, PPE, things that they incur or have lost during the pandemic from March 1st to the end of the year. They can use it. If it's just to pay their rent, they can use it that way.
Great. Yeah. It's been really amazing to see how a lot of the small businesses have adapted during this time, and how they've been able to make changes quickly and keep their doors open. So it's real cool to see some more support for them, because I know that even though they've adapted, things have been tough for a lot of them.
It's hard. I'm sure a lot of them are very nervous and very wary. When will this ever end? And it's been tough out there for a whole lot of people, and these small businesses especially. You're right.
So if a small business knows that they're eligible and they know that they meet the employee requirements, how do they apply and what's the deadline?
Yep, that's great. Each grant's up $7,500. No matter what your size, $7,500. There's a real simple application process, and I think the application deadline is Friday, July 17th, so it's Friday week. by 5 p.m. So you got to get your application in. It's a pretty straightforward application, Walter. It's not very hard. It's not like a PPP pay loan or some of the stuff that was, you almost had to have 3 accountants to do. It's real simple. It's a couple pages. There's some criteria you have to make sure you meet. And then it's like a maybe 1.5 page application, which is really just some short answer questions to make sure that you're eligible and the money will be yours. If we were lucky enough to get more than 40, I should say, I hope we're not lucky enough, but that means a lot of people need it. Then there will be a screening process as to who the 40 will be. But I hope that we can at least get 40 applicants. Right now, I think we only have 21 applicants.
Okay, yeah, and it's a big reason why we wanted to do this, because I felt like I saw it and then I scrolled right by it, and even the business owners that saw it, it's a good reminder. But I know a lot of people might not have seen it. So if you're watching this and you know a business owner who has been affected by COVID, and maybe they didn't see this, maybe they haven't seen it, don't assume it. Just share this, post. Let's get the word out there so that the business owners in our community who need the support can find it. So I know that I'm going to put down in the comments the link for more information to the City of Sanford website. Also the link to the application. On the City of Sanford website, there are contact numbers if you have questions on whether you're eligible. Aside from this, and I'll put the link right here as well. Aside from this, I know that there's a lot of kind of doom and gloom out there in the world right now, and there's a lot going on a local level and a national level, and I know a lot of people are doing their part to stay safe and help everybody get through this. But can you tell us something that something good that's happening in Sanford?
Well, I'm seeing a whole lot of organizations and people and faith-based organizations, civic clubs are all doing so much to give back right now. We're seeing people support businesses like never before, and I think that's a really good thing. I will tell you, Walter, on the good news is, even in a pandemic, our permitting and inspections department is growing. Their activity is as high as it's ever been. We have as many active projects wanting to come to Sanford today as we did a year ago today. And last year was probably a banner year for Sanford Lee County history. So, business is still wanting to come here. People are still wanting to invest here. Residential builders are wanting to come here. If we can all just hang on and get through this, we're going to really come out well on the other side. So, and thank you again for letting us put this on your program, because there's $150,000 right now waiting to be taken by about 20 businesses with these $7,500 grants, and I hope it will help. It sure can't hurt. So, thanks for helping us encourage people to find this information and to make advantage of it.
Okay, well, good. Thank you for taking the time to do it. Hopefully, we reach a couple people that didn't know about it. I know a lot of people are at work right now. We don't have any questions. If anybody watches this after the fact and you have questions, you can either go to the link for the City of Sanford website, and there is contact information on there, email and phone number that you can get more information about this. Or, if you got any questions for us, just comment them here. We'll check back on this again later throughout the day and throughout the rest of the week and answer any questions that you have. So anything else you'd like to add?
No, just keep safe. Try to wear a mask when you can. We've got to reduce the spread of the pandemic here in Sanford. We're doing all we can to reopen in a responsible way. I'm all for it. I just hope people will continue to be loving towards one another. Give back as much as you can. Check on your neighbors. Check on your family and friends. And you know what? We've been in tough spots before. This is a big one, but we're going to get through it. And rest assured, services are going to continue. And your quality of life hopefully will resume very soon. So hang in there, guys. And thank you for asking, Walter.
Great. Well, I second all of that. And if anybody has any questions, we'll check back. Thanks for tuning in. It's Walter Susevich, Sanford Surrounded, who helps you with your home matters.
Thank you.